Well, no knock at the door today. I was expecting £150,000 in my bank today because I'd gone for the £100,000 cash plus the 50,000, but no luck. So where was I? Zone 3. Now, if you remember, I moved mine further up a bit. I was staying around the average area, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look. But I think I moved up a bit because I was pretty convinced that even though I thought he was looking lower than where I've gone, I thought the judges would go quite a bit higher because his eyebrows are raised. I thought, yeah, they're going to go higher. That average is going to be higher. But I was wrong. I dropped a clanger. Wouldn't have made a lot of difference. I probably still would have been in zone 3, possibly even zone 2. So the difference it would have made to me would be pennies. So let's have... But vertically, I wasn't far off there. Where was I? So the winner, and he wasn't spot on either. He was a pixel out. The judges went 3006. I was 2991, so I was just, slightly. But I had the sort of line of sight that way going, but it was always going to be about the height, wasn't it? That really was a no-brainer. It was the where were they gonna think he was looking? And I genuinely thought knowing the judges, they're gonna look at him and think, yeah, he's looking much higher. So I thought, right, let's go in the middle. Some will be down here, some will be up there. I'll go in the middle and about there. But there we are, I cocked it up. All right, I haven't looked at the judging yet, so let's have a look then. Well, here we are, here's the judging. I did think, what on earth are all these lines? But yeah, they've drawn lines from the 3 players. So quite a spread. We've got one over here, one over there, one down there, one all the way up there. I suspect they might remove that one to the right there because it's away from this cluster. I don't think they move any of the others. But yeah, that's what caught me out. See, is that a couple of them had gone a fair bit lower than I didn't think that was feasible that they would go that low. But I thought one might be down this sort of area, but there's a few down this area. This one over here on the right there doesn't really make sense to me. I can't see how they can think any of these are looking over there. And yeah, nobody on that centre spot there, is there? No judges on that centre spot. Well, we always say this, that none of the judges never get anywhere near the winning cross. None of them would have won. They'd be lucky to get their money back. But yeah, not sure. Yeah, that one up there, they'll probably leave in because it's about there. I'm gonna skim to the end and see what they took out. Oh, well, it was a turn-up. They didn't take any out. They left all 7 judges in, and possibly rightly so. I mean, if they would taken that one out there, they would have thrown it sort of further over to the left there. But I just thought they would have, because that one seems to be further away from this cluster there. But I haven't listened to the commentary. I don't know who's the head judge this week. Oh, it is Matt. Matt has done in a few times in the past where he's decided where he thinks it should be and has removed people accordingly, which is bang out of order. But I don't know what he's said about it this week. I might watch it later, and if he said, I'm going to leave that in because I think it puts this in the right place, I'll be suitably fuming. But yeah, I thought they would have taken that one out because it was away from the cluster. There we are, can't be helped. Let's have a look at this week's picture. And I can't remember if I've done a cross or not. I think it was a bit of a nutty one. Do you know what? I more or less finished this video, and then I realised I pressed the pause button while I decided where I was going to put my cross. Right, let me take them out of there a second. Let me hide them. I decided I was going to press the pause button while I messed about having a look and doing my cross. And then I carried on talking about the video. I went on to the Revcomps pages. I discussed the cars. Just about to finish, I realised I hadn't pressed play again, so it hadn't recorded all the last half of the video. What a disaster. Now I've got to talk about that bollocks again. So, why have I gone where I've gone? I've only just put that there. Now, I've spent about 12 seconds doing this. And I drew some quick lines from both these players because they're both looking steep, which is what I took into consideration there. So if I put those lines back in, they're both looking quite steep, so it can't be close to them. And they're obviously tussling to get to it because it's coming down to the middle of them. So it can't be down by her feet because they're both looking higher than that. I don't think it's going to be as high as a noggin up here, although it could be. I've gone sort of in between. I think some will go higher, some will go lower. So I've gone in between for now as my first one of the week, which is 2080988. So I'll put that as the first comment. Let me know how you got on this week, because it'd be interesting this week because we did have a bit of a spread, and leave me a coordinate for Saturday so we can have a look. So I always say it's more helpful to know what everybody else is thinking rather than where our average is. Our average is only a guide, so we can put it into our own picture and say, oh, okay, the average is here, I'll go an inch higher or lower, whatever. But if it comes back Saturday and we've got 10 crosses all around her face, then it'll be, oh, okay, well, if everybody else thinks it's up around her face, then possibly that's where the judges are going to go. That's the useful bit for me. So right, that's that bit. Let's go back on to Revcomps again for me, but for the first time for you. So Thursday's draw, I think we already discussed this on Saturday. I haven't got nothing on here. The Ferrari is 50,000 tickets. This RS6 I like, but it was 13 quid a ticket. This Jag, £250 a ticket, but only £199. But it's 58% sold, so that'll sell by Thursday. The Transit or the Land Rover or the Audi, I haven't bothered with them. I'm looking for that right balance between ticket price and amount of tickets sold. But then they added some more last night for next Monday. And while I'm on the subject, I never won any credit again last night. There's 4 draws in a row now. Every week I usually win a 5-head or a 10-head or something, but I've had nothing. So next Monday then, we've got this Ferrari Pura Sangue. You can either take £500,000 cash or take the Ferrari and £100,000 cash. Now it's very tempting to think, well, okay, that car's going to cost me a fortune to run, but £100,000 cash with it is bloody handy. But then, how many of us could afford to have a £400,000 car parked outside the house when we could do so much other stuff? You could pay off your mortgage and buy you and the missus a brand new car. It just seems a lot of money to be tied up, unless you've already got plenty of money. I'm sure most people are going to go for the half a million. And besides, unless you've got a garage, you can lock it up. It's going to get nicked. 20 quid a ticket for this Tesla, so no. Land Rover Defender Urban, 20,000 tickets, no. If anything, this Audi appeals to me. It's the Q3 S line, so it'll be the nice one with all the kit, and it's a 1.5. I think it's quite economical. It's a mild hybrid. That seems to be a good balance. It's about £7 a ticket and 8,000 tickets. That's a possibility. This isn't. Ford Ranger, 13 quid a ticket. No, I'm not interested in that. And I wouldn't keep it anyway. As soon as, if I wanted, I'd sell it straight away. As you know, I like the auto draws, but I've got nothing on here. The minis tonight, this Land Rover Defender. Now, I said on Saturday that I liked the look of the outside of it. It's a bit of a pose around town and everybody look at me car, but turns out, as somebody mentioned, that all the interior is orange. I couldn't get in that with an orange interior. I'd have to tint all the windows really dark so nobody could see inside, and I'd have to wear shades when I was driving it. So, no, and it's 30,000 tickets anyway. The McLaren, well, 70 grand cash would be handy, but 75,000 tickets put me off. And I did say that if this was the diesel, I would have gone for it. But it's the petrol, and BMW's claim is something like 31 to the gallon, which means it's going to be, if you're running back and forth to work or the shops, and that's going to be about 22. So I'm not going to bother because I wouldn't keep that either. There we are, that's it for me then. Let me know how you get on. Leave a coordinate for Saturday so we can have another look where you guys think we should be going. And enjoy the rest of your week, guys, and good luck.